Already?
One. Yeah.
Does it say live?
It says live.
It does say live. That does not always mean we're live.
That does not always mean we're live. Hold on.
I'm going to think we might be, but I'm just going to assume.
Wait. Okay. Officially live.
Officially live.
It says end live video.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Hanging with HotRod. This is our Week 8 NFL Pick'em Show. I'm HotRod. This is Manny, as you all know.
Don't want to talk about it.
Well, we had a bad week last week, but that's all right. I went 3-2.
I had a bad week last week.
It happens.
He had a decent week last week.
So for the year,
1-4.
1-4. That's the tough one. But you know, I have confidence in you. You will bounce back. But for the year on our picks, I am 21-16. He is 19-18. So he's still above water and very respectable. Listen. It's not easy picking these games, and last week was we had very high lines, and the games in the middle of the season. This is where Vegas makes their money because everybody thinks the bad teams are not as bad as you think, and the good teams aren't as good as you think either. So picking NFL football is one of the hardest things to do consistently. That is why I'm amazing, and it's just you should. Yeah? It's unbelievable because I am one of those guys. Okay. I think that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is working pretty good for me already. Just a side note. Yeah, it started kicking in, so that's okay. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. For the week, for the year, I'm 21-16. 19-18, Manny, very respectable. This week we're gonna pump those numbers up better. The bye week for this week, we got the Raiders and the Ravens are off this week.
Yeah, they need it.
Yeah, the Raiders need it. The Raiders and the Ravens got shellacked.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, so is Cincy for real? I say yes.
I think Cincy's
I say yes.
I think Cincy's for real.
Their defense is solid. Mm-hmm. Burrow is an absolute stud.
100%.
So
I think we knew that even with his
I loved him in college.
When he came in.
I loved him in college. And then he wrecked his knee, which sucked last year, so it was tough. But he's come back strong.
And they made the team better.
I think you know what? I agree with that statement. And him and Chase have a very. I mean, obviously it's his college buddy, college receiver.
Oh yeah, that's.
So I mean that just works
always.
Those two look like they are going to, and that sucks because they're in Pittsburgh's division. But that looks like they're going to be a team to reckon with for a while. Mm-hmm. Now, a little funny story about Joe Burrow, which just makes his legendary status even more. He got absolutely sacked. And it was a late hit, and he got murdered in the last game. And he's laying on the ground. The defensive player's on top of him. They get up. Burrow looks for the flag. There's no flag, and Burrow doesn't complain. Doesn't say anything. He looks at the defender and he goes, "I'll get that call when I'm the GOAT."
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said it to the defender. The defender looked at him like, that guy's pretty freaking cool. He didn't complain about it. He just says, "I'll get that call when I become the GOAT. I'll be getting that call." I gotta love Joe Burrow. The guy is just—he
just knows.
There's certain people and certain players.
That's actually
he oozes confidence.
Like he knows. Okay.
He does know.
That's cool.
And that just sucks because I know they're going to be so good. And Pittsburgh's
going to be really cool.
Yeah, he is the man. I'm a Joe Burrow fan, big time. Any case, so that was a game. But yeah, so last week, since he just rolled up on the Ravens and just. It was crazy. And the thing about Cincy that I'm giving them a lot of praise, besides Burrow in the offense, Mixon's a good running back. They got good receivers. Their defense is just absolutely solid. And so I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy what I'm seeing.
Well, that's the thing, though. You should still be happy because I feel like the only issue for the Steelers is just Ben. In my opinion, you don't have.
You nailed it.
You nailed it. You're not the same quarterback anymore.
Father Time wins.
But all of your other players, your defense is solid.
Our defense is top 5.
Your offense is solid. You have 4 top wide receivers that can go out and get it at any moment.
And arguably one of the best running backs in the future. You're right. No, we're hurting.
He's not the same guy anymore.
That's okay. I like the rumor that I started a couple months. 2 ago, it's all right because Aaron Rodgers will be our quarterback next year, so it's all good. Pittsburgh's getting Aaron Rodgers, and when Aaron Rodgers comes in, beautiful.
If Aaron Rodgers was to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers,
instant,
I see an instant champion.
Well, yeah, no, or a contender because you got some
definitely
good teams.
A contender, but I still see some form of championship.
Well, we all
can't upgrade your team like that.
No, that's crazy. And wherever he goes,
and not do something with it.
And we've talked, I think, about it.
No offense to Devontae Adams, he's a great wide receiver, but I'm just saying.
I think he's going wherever He's
Washington.
he's going wherever Aaron goes.
Oh,
so that would be Devontae Adams goes to Pittsburgh.
All right,
let's say it's not Pittsburgh. Let's say it's
what team would need Aaron Rodgers?
Houston?
Ideally,
Miami.
Hell no.
Everybody needs him, but there's certain quarterbacks.
I would not throw myself in Houston. I would stay in Green Bay.
Chicago.
Yes. That's the thing.
The only thing is,
I think that's the thing.
It could be
because of the defense.
The thing that you have to think about too, though, is like not so much like the best place he could go. It's got to be a fit with the cap because he's getting paid a tremendous amount, which is he deserves, and not a lot of teams. The thing with Pittsburgh, Ben would have to retire, and then they're paying Ben a shit ton, so they could slide Aaron in very easily. Devontae Adams would be a different animal. They have to get rid of Juju and whatever. But in any case, that's all conjecture.
They should just take a pay cut. Just how it always comes down to. I get it. Everybody needs to get their money, but it always comes down to a maturity aspect. Are we doing this as a team?
Yes.
Or we're gonna individually worry about what? A $20 million contract, even though maybe $15 million can still pay your bills.
Right.
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 You know?
That's what it is. That's what it is. So, we'll see what happens. But I just know Devontae didn't extend his contract, and he stayed there specifically to stay with Aaron Rodgers one more year. Okay. Aaron is 100%. Mr. Rodgers is definitely leaving. It's not even a question.
I think he's giving the Green Bay Packers one more last week.
He stayed because his contract ends out, but he's not renewing it, and he's very upset with him. And he just, in my opinion, we're not going to get into it. He has every right to be mad at him because they just not. But in any case, so that relationship is over, and everybody knows it, and it's not even. It's just what it is. So wishful thinking, maybe he becomes a Pittsburgh Steeler next year, and Ben love Ben, ride and die with Ben. It's father time is hit. He can't do what he used to do.
Call up Tom Brady,
and it is.
Maybe call it
I don't want to talk about that.
Little seaweed spa wrapping.
Oh, that's the key to life. That's what I'm on. That's why I look
so
wrapping. Good. Me and Tom eat the same stuff. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. All right. So
4 and a 40.
4. Yeah, 4 minutes. I got a 4-minute 40. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right, let's get into some football. Thursday night, we've got a great, and it's Thursday. Usually we're on Wednesday.
Life happens.
Thank you. Yeah, and so here we are on Thursday, which is fine with us. This Thursday tonight, we got the Packers versus the Cardinals. What a great game. Cardinals are -8. So the big news on this game is the injuries and the COVID list. So you got Devontae Adams, who we were just talking about, is out with COVID. The other two top receivers that Green Bay have are out. But we were just looking down the depth chart. They do have Randall Cobb. They do have...
That used to be his guy.
Yeah, it used to be. They do have, again, because of my expert knowledge in football, they do have another wide receiver. I can't remember his name. That's not horrible. And they still have their tight ends.
So,
yep. Yeah. And they're very good. And they got Aaron Jones running the ball. I don't think... It definitely hurts Green Bay. But I don't... You still have Aaron Rodgers. Now, if Aaron Rodgers wasn't in, then you could say, oh, this is going to be a problem. Aaron Rodgers... 8 points is too much for me. Cardinals injury. J.J. Watt is done for the year. That's too bad because he was doing all right.
So tough.
And they lost, I think, a linebacker or a safety also. So they are down 2 of their studs. Kyler Murray in that offense is just insane. So they're going to put up numbers. I think 100%. 8 is just too much for me. I'm going with the Packers. I've been flip-flopping on this game. I think the Packers just stay there. But it could get a shootout, and it's a tough one. But I got the Packers. Who do you like in this bad boy?
I'm picking the Packers.
Okay.
Just hearing what you were saying, I really feel like because they lost a couple of guys on defense, they're going to give Jones the ball.
Yeah.
Run, ground and pound, punch him in the mouth, and that's going to open up the skies for the wide receivers.
And there you go. And Aaron Rodgers still Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
Rodgers is going to be putting the ball where it needs to be put. Tony is a great tight end, and he does a great job getting first downs. So I think they're going to piggyback off each other. I think Randall Cobb is going to probably get
a bunch of looks. Yeah.
Maybe a little over 100 yards. Kind of spring back the clock a little bit.
For one game, it's all possible. I'm with you.
So I think I definitely think the Packers are taking this one, but it won't be by a lot. It's going to be a very close game.
All right. So we're both on the Pack. This is good. This is a good start. Usually, the last couple of weeks we've been opposite, but this is okay. We like this. I like this. All right. So Sunday at 1:00, we got my Pittsburgh Steelers versus the shitty Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are -3.5. They're still without Baker Mayfield. Pittsburgh hasn't been able to put a solid offensive game in yet. They've won the last 2 games. They're coming off a bye week. This is basically the Steelers' season. Now, I am realistic that they're not going to win the Super Bowl the way they're playing.
Yeah.
Defense is good. Ben is just. I'm sorry, Ben. He's old. I
believe the Browns are getting back Nick Chubb though.
Yeah, they do that, which is big for them. So they got Case Keenum. Mm-hmm. I'm taking my Steelers, not just because I always take my Steelers, but I would take them anyway in this spot because getting points from Cleveland, when you're up against a rookie QB. Now, 2 weeks ago, they went against Oakland, and the Seahawks. The Seahawks had Geno Smith. Geno Smith didn't do horrible against Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh, with the bye week, being able to study Case Keenum, they're going to blitz. They're going to do all sorts of shit. They're going to stop the run. I can guarantee that. Make Case Keenum pass. I see my Steelers.
A couple of interceptions.
I see that happening with Pittsburgh with the week off.
I'm picking Pittsburgh.
Oh, we're both on. 2 for 2. Look at us. This is new. I like this.
I'm picking Pittsburgh.
I like this.
I didn't like the fact that the Broncos kind of dropped the ball last week against Case Keenum and the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Von Miller didn't even have a sack.
No, which is
crazy. Talk about it. Leadership. I'm gonna kill that. Yeah, you didn't kill nothing. You lost by 3 points.
Von Miller, you're not.
Go sit down.
He should. He definitely should.
All 55 of you.
I like that.
I don't know. I'm definitely taking Pittsburgh.
All right, so we're both on the same. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so the other 1:00 game that we're going to be looking at is the Tennessee Titans, which is arguably now they've beaten 2 teams in a row. That they beat the Bills and they beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs look awful. We're not going to get that. Tennessee's arguably one of the top teams at this point with Derrick Henry. We talked it a couple weeks ago. If you give the ball to Derrick Henry, he starts running. I don't see anybody beat. They can just control the game. So this is one of my alarm games, and I'll tell you why. Tennessee is on high. Now, the Colts just won against the 49ers. It was a crappy weather game, so I don't put too much stock in, 49ers are decent. The Colts are, I've said it all year, the Colts are just good everywhere. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just good basically all around. They have Carson Wentz. Now, he is a big maybe or not. Where I say this is an alarm game is why is Tennessee only -1? Tennessee is hot. Tennessee is playing well. They just beat the Bills. They just beat the Chiefs. You got to be saying to yourself, so when you see lines like this, you should go opposite. And so it doesn't make sense. You should take the Colts. I can't do that. So I'm saying stay away from this game. I'm going to take Tennessee, but I'm scared of the line. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm scared. It doesn't. When you don't have a make sense line, that's what you go against it. So who do you like in this one?
I'm trying to look at the statistics. I think possibly, just maybe, the Colts defensive line might give Derrick Henry an issue. Maybe.
Well, they know each other. So that's another one because they're in the same division.
And then I also think that this game is going to be a lot of ground game. Because Jonathan Taylor, not Derrick Henry, but he is a phenomenal running back.
He just
and I think yards. As much as Derrick Henry is going to try to run the ball right up the middle, right up to the side, punch him in the mouth, Jonathan Taylor is capable of doing the same thing. So
I agree with you.
I think they expect this game to be just like a dogfight.
Yeah. You got the Colts?
The defense? No. I do not. Okay. I really want to go with Tennessee on this one. I think that they're riding a really hot wave right now.
They are.
Derrick Henry's still going to be... Derrick Henry's a monster.
He is.
They're riding his back right now. Tannehill's doing a great job throwing the ball in the air. But I don't know. I don't see the Colts like... I see the Colts staying in it. I just don't see them pulling it out.
This is going to come down to whether Carson Wentz has 2 good games in a row.
Exactly.
Is he available? Can he do that?
If he has a great game, then
stay in it. But I don't see that.
Then they might even win.
It's Carson Wentz. So you don't want to put your money on Carson Wentz. Scare game. So we both got Tennessee.
No, definitely got Tennessee.
This could be the first show we picked all the same, but this is 3 for 3. I'm excited.
I'm excited. That the wins happen.
Yeah.
And my record just
listen, you're taking
19 and 18 is not good.
Well, listen, you're taking my bets and not taking them, but we're siding together, which means you're going to win. That's good. All right, so now we got a 4:00 game. We got the Patriots versus the Chargers. Chargers are -6.5.
Yeah.
Patriots just got done whipping up on the Jets last week, but that's big deal.
That's the Jets.
Chargers coming off the bye. The Chargers had a very sloppy game 2 weeks ago where they against the Ravens and got shellacked. Coming out the bye week, I still love the quarterback. I like the Chargers are a solid team. I think they take it to the Patriots, even though the Patriots are playing decent. I think the Chargers had their way with them, and I got the Chargers.
I'm picking the Chargers.
Look at this. We are on pace. Nice.
You had a sloppy game against the Ravens, but now you had a bye week to rest up, study some film. Patriots are probably riding it high because they beat the Jets, but it's the Jets.
It's
you put 54 points up on the Jets. It's not like
you did anything great.
It's not anything fantastic.
No.
I do see Justin Herbert probably 300 yards.
Yes.
Again. Maybe like Allen 3 touchdowns.
I see that happening. Eckler going off.
And I just feel like the Patriots are not ready for that type of offense.
No, and it's at Chargers, so going east to west coast, those things do take a toll on the teams. Mm-hmm. All right, so we both on the Chargers. Hey, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4. We were picking the same games. All right, so now the 8:00 game, we got the Cowgirls versus the Cowgirls are -2.5 versus Minnesota. Both coming off bye weeks. Cowboys are arguably they are riding pretty good. They're high. Their stock is rising.
Yeah.
Okay. And no surprise that they're getting the ball to Mr. Elliott and he's running the ball. And then it opens up things for Dak. And the defense is running around crazily. Of course, they haven't played anybody spectacular, in my opinion. Minnesota at home.
Yeah.
Delvin Cook.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, the Minnesota's defense.
Jefferson.
This game, I see it being very close, but I see Minnesota pulling it out, and then the Cowboys' little streak they got going. So who do you like in this bad boy?
So I'm definitely going with the Vikings.
Look at this!
So the Vikings, the Vikings and the Cowboys, for years for me, have always had like this mirror reflection, and it's like they're a decent team, they can kick ass, but if you're playing them at home, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yes.
So if you're playing the Cowboys at home, you're gonna have a hard time. If you ever play Minnesota at home, even though there's been times that they got smacked in front of their home fans, just like usually you're going to have a difficult time beating the Vikings at home.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Dallas, going up north to visit Minnesota, it's just like, you're coming into our house. You think you're hot shit. You're 5-1.
We'll see what happens.
You're gonna be 5-2.
We'll see what happens.
I don't see Minnesota taking this one.
All right, I like that. So on to our Monday night game. Your New York Giants versus the Chiefs. Chiefs are -10.
Don't know.
So, what has happened to the Mahomes and the Chiefs offense? I have no idea. I had circled earlier. I mean, I'm very transparent on this show. I had circled earlier, and Manny looked over and said, "You're taking the Giants?" Yeah. And so I had to rethink my whole life and go over everything that I thought was.
If the Giants win, you know what? I'm not even gonna.
I understand what you're saying. So I had to rethink it a little bit.
Taking the Chiefs.
This could be the get well game for the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying.
They could.
That is what I'm saying.
It's a Monday night under the lights. They're home.
It's the Giants.
I've been saying this. So, Manny, I want to say I've been saying this about the Chiefs for the last 4 weeks. Like, this is where they get right. This is where they get right.
Oh yeah,
this is where they get right.
Of course.
And they don't get right.
And
they just got spanked huge by Tennessee last week. I'm going with Chiefs. So
I would like to believe that Daniel Jones is gonna have like somewhat an awesome game, just because. I don't know. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is gonna show off his skills, and then Daniel Jones is gonna show off his skills. But like Daniel Jones and the Giants are not the Chiefs.
I don't blame. Yeah, you know what? I think so. I'm gonna go with this.
I'm going with the Chiefs automatically. So I think this is their get well game. Bounce back. It's Monday night. Like I just don't see the Giants doing absolutely anything.
So sports fans out there, all 11 of you that are watching, we have picked 6 for 6 games, and we agree. We're in total agreement.
We're 6-0 this week.
I think we might be.
I just want to stay away from the loss column.
I'm gonna say we might be 6-0, and it might be the Cinnamon Toast Crunch talking, but I don't know. It could be. It could be. All right, I like it. So let's go. All right, so the mush pick. So the world's upside down. The mush pick last week, they took Denver, and with the spread, they won. So they are now 2-6 for the year. This week they took the Packers, plus the 8. Boy, that makes me want to rethink my thinking.
You might want to pick the cards. On
I
this
might.
one.
The mush definitely makes me So I'm not gonna switch right here. But I'm going to say put an asterisk next to that. Be careful of that game and the Tennessee game.
So I will say something real quick. I feel like you can easily go with the Cardinals and just say, yeah, I think they're going to win just because.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and even though the past, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I've been picking, the Cinderella team to try to win, and they failed me.
Right.
Eagles. Broncos.
Yes. Yeah.
So
you're right.
I just feel like this time is a little bit different. Like it is Aaron Rodgers, and he still has somewhat of his squad. So I just feel like maybe there's a chance that Green Bay wins, but I can understand why the Cardinals can beat them.
Oh God, yes. Well, the Cardinals are undefeated. The Cardinals are the best team in the NFL.
So again, the Packers are a Cinderella team.
There you go, mush pick. Well, we're on the mush. So that just makes me. I'll rethink that.
Packers are going to lose their glass slipper, and that's it.
All right. So excellent. Well, hey, those are our picks. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. I put out lots of picks. My son and I, we hit 2 parlays last week.
Nice.
I think that's not a lie. It might be. I'm not sure, but check out Last Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It is definitely working. My brain is foggy. Any case, check us out on Twitter. Check out. We have a new sponsor coming on. We'll be announcing that shortly. And I want to say next week, and we'll have some information on that. And thanks for watching. And we will talk to you guys soon. You got anything else you want to?
Shout out to
Gators, Central City, GraphTex, always GraphTex. That's the guys who do all our stuff. Let's go, Brandon. That's not a sponsor, but that's okay. Whoops, that slipped out.
What is it? Let's go.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Or fuck Joe Biden, whatever you want to say. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we're not banned now from
Imagine. I mean,
from Facebook.
With the complications that we've been going through, I think Facebook owes us one, and they actually did us a solid
this week. Did. We got it lined up, and it worked.
Well, you guys have a wonderful evening.
Yes,
enjoy your Thursday night football.
Nice job. Woo-hoo. Nice job.